Hey, aloha, it's Maya Ananda here at Gentle Feather Institute on a misty and cool morning here in Volcano, and you're gonna get to know my my purple sweater because it's so cozy and the perfect thing to wrap up in the mornings like this. And of course, my trusty hound Sylvester, feeling a bit worse for wear after marching in the Merry Monarch Parade yesterday, which was just a fabulous experience. It was really fun. My daughter marched by my side and representing my hospice company, and there's so many people along the sidelines just standing up and cheering, saying we appreciate you, we appreciate what you do, your service. It made me feel really, really good, because it's not easy, not easy. But anyway, I'm here this morning to share a few words with you on a new segment called Grief Realness, or as my daughter would say, the real. And so that's what this is today, a bit of my personal journal and exploration into grief, and specifically grief over loss of your life partner, which is a unique boat, let's say. Each grief is its own journey. Each type of loss presents certain situations, let's say, its own challenges. And today I'm sharing thoughts on, loss of a partner, loss of life partner, which is so especially hard. I was thinking before I started this video for you, I had the image of like two gears just kind of working together. And when that one gear is suddenly not there anymore, the other gear just has no place to go. It's just kind of lost and left out there. And there's just so many layers. Because the reality is, when you lose your life partner, you lose your anchor, your stability in this world. I remember starting my first job after Pete's death, and I was like deer in headlights because, my buffer, my support, my other gear was gone. And so it's truly starting over. That person disappears and you disappear, don't you? That gear that's just left out there, what do you do with it? That lonely gear, what is its purpose? Before, it had a purpose, working together, supporting each other. That person, that special person that you could go to a party or something, an event, and something would happen and you'd look at each other and you just know what each other are thinking. All the little private jokes, special moments. What I'm trying to get out next is, the birth of our child. Those intimate moments you shared with that person. They're just kind of lost in the wind. So I've learned in these years to really honor the memories, but to put them in a really shiny golden box with a nice ribbon and put them on the shelf. And we open that box every once in a while, but you can't live in that box, can you? Because that box is not real anymore. That box is not real. It's just really a box of dust. And to move through your grief journey, and especially after loss of a partner, you have to make peace with just letting that box be. Letting that box be for a while. So when you lose your life partner, you in essence lose yourself. Because the you that existed, that life that existed, it's gone. And really, the beginning of the movement through grief is honoring and really sitting with the fact that life is going. So you can see grief is really with me today. And that's what it is. It's okay. It's just what it is. And it takes time. And lots of gentle nudges, lots of compassion, self-compassion, self-love, and understanding people, which you lay down, which your ears out of frame. Understanding people to just hold you and see you. Because when your life partner is gone, you feel invisible. Because you are seen and defined by that other person. And again, like that gear, when that person is gone, who are you? You know, if you're not partner, wife, spouse, husband any longer, really, who are you? You don't have that person to actively love, let's call it. Because the love you have in your heart does not go away, which makes it all the more fun, let's say, because you have all this emotion. What do you do with it? But that's, we're going to get to in other lessons. But that active expression of love, you know, doing stuff for them, little things. Saturday morning, Pete used to bring me juice in bed, and Magda used to call him the juice fairy. It was just, you know, an act of sweetness and love. What do you do? What do you do with all of that? Really what we need, not going to use that word, but what I recommend, let's say, is all of that active love that you showered on someone else. You need to shower it on yourself now. And it's not easy because you don't want to. You want that other person here. So it's a process and a journey, surely. And there are some people that sit in that place of deep grief and really struggle to get out of there. You know, having worked in hospice now for some time, I've had several patients who themselves, you know, were on hospice, and this again is a whole nother chapter, but that deep grief creates ripples in your physical energy body, and creates dis-ease within that physical body. And again, another chapter, but these individuals, they just wanted to be with their loved ones and tried to be there with them. So I'll pause at that because that is really another chapter, and we need to honor those people in that space. But I'm here to say today to move, you know, that movement out of that space of deep grief, that shock over sudden loss, and really rebuilding, redefining, and recrafting. I love that word, recrafting, you know, because there's so many things about shattered and destroyed and, you know, really big words like that. To me, it's not so much about being shattered. It's that you just simply are gone. I mean, that's gone. And we need to recraft. Come within in introspection. You cannot move through this grief journey without doing this deep work. And to think that you can bounce over it, you know, the keeping busy is good sometimes, certainly. If you need to use that, you've got all that energy and you need to just keep your mind focused on something, albeit. But you can't do that for years and years and years and then go, wait, you know, what happened kind of thing. You need to spend time on those two paths that I talk about. One is that community, building that community of people who understand you, which we are doing here at Gentle Feather. And the other is the journey within. Just diving within and really sitting with yourself in stillness removing the busyness, removing the noise from the world. And, hello, what a better place to do that than here on the big island of Hawaii in Pele's arms. Yeah. So that's feeling complete for today. Thank you for honoring my grief journey and allowing me to share so openly in, again, what we're calling grief realness, or the real of grief. And that is my purpose. The purpose of Gentle Feather is to really just out grief, because we really tried to hide it away. It's such an extreme emotion with extreme ramifications. And we like to shove that away with death and go, yeah, that's over there now, and I'm just going to pretend it didn't happen and pretend. There's no more pretending. We need to really sit with these emotions and learn how to respect and honor those in these spaces of deep grief instead of brushing them off. So that's my golden message for the day. Sending love to all of you on your grief journey, wherever you are. And always so grateful for you to join me in this space. A little heart, a little love, some comments. Would love to see it. Trying to build up the Facebook again. If you want to share something, we are here for you. Sending you love and peace for your journey.